Meghan and Harry teaches Archie Harrison and Lilibet about disabilities. Prince Harry shared his straightforward parenting ethos. Kids understand so much. Prince Harry just wrapped up a successful Invictus Games, and he's looking forward to bringing his kids Archie and Lily to the games in the future. In fact, Harry has already introduced Archie to what adaptive sports are. I showed Archie a video of wheelchair basketball and rugby from the Invictus Games in Sydney, and he absolutely loved it. Harry told. I showed him how some players were missing legs and explained that some had invisible injuries, too. Not because he asked, but because I wanted to tell him. Kids understand so much. And to see it through his eyes was amazing because it's so unfiltered and honest. Fans and news outlets praised Harry's straightforward approach in speaking with Archie, calling it a model for parents. As one parent wrote in Fatherly, talking to our kids about disability is an important and ongoing conversation. But how we go about having the conversations is just as important. Prince Harry did it right, keeping things matter of fact. Leaving sensationalized language out of it, and showing his kids that it's okay to see our differences. Throughout the Invictus Games, Harry opened up about life in California with Meghan and their kids. Notably, during the opening ceremony, he spoke about Archie's many dream jobs. When I talk to my son, Archie, about what he wants to be when he grows up, some days it's an astronaut. Other days it's a pilot, a helicopter pilot, obviously, Harry said. Or Quasi-I. From Octonauts. If you're laughing then you've seen that. Quasi-I is one of the main characters of Netflix's Octonauts. He continued, what I remind him is that no matter what you want to be when you grow up, it's your character that matters most. And nothing would make his mum and me prouder than to see him of the character of what we see before us, you. The you here refers to the Invictus Games participants. Plus, during his Today Show interview with Hoda Kotb, Harry spoke about the joys of fatherhood. He loves being a dad, saying he loves the chaos, the learning, the reminder of every element of yourself, your soul. When you're not a parent, you can get sucked into all sorts of different stuff and you maybe sometimes forget who you are. Archie, Harry told Hoda, is at the why stage. Why this, why that? And instead of just trying to move it on, I give him the most honest answer that I can, and it goes on and on and on until he's satisfied. The Duke of Sussex will pass down an important lesson he learned during his time in the military. Prince Harry will pass down lessons from his military experience to his children, Archie and Lilibet. In an exclusive interview, Prince Harry shares what he wants his kids to know about his 10 years of service in the British Army, including 2 tours in Afghanistan. That I'm grateful for every experience I had in and out of my uniform, he says. That I learned how to be in true service for others. That finding your purpose is one of the most gratifying experiences. And that working hard should be fulfilling and rewarding at the same time. The current Invictus Games in the Netherlands mark the first time the Duke of Sussex is attending. As both a husband to Meghan as well as a father to son Archie. Being a dad certainly adds another emotional layer to it, the Duke of Sussex says. When I was in the army, I promised myself I would be out before having a wife and kids. Because I couldn't imagine the heartache of being apart for so long during deployment. The risk of possibly getting injured and the reality that my family's lives could be changed forever if that happened. Every member of the Invictus community has experienced varying degrees of these things. I have tremendous respect for what they and their families sacrifice in the name of service, he adds. For the dads and mums who have served, and have been wounded or injured or fallen ill. There's nothing that compares to seeing them rediscover their ability to do whatever they put their minds to. There's nothing like seeing their kids watch proudly from the stands. It's a true inspiration and a deeply touching experience. Josh Smith, the Team USA co-captain who first met Harry and Meghan at the 2018 Australia Games, shared time with them again in the Netherlands. Being a father, there's an immediate connection that we share, Smith tells. When it comes to bringing Archie and Lily to the Invictus Games someday, Harry says, we can't wait. And he's already introduced the competition to his son. I showed Archie a video of wheelchair basketball and rugby from the Invictus Games in Sydney, and he absolutely loved it, Harry says. I showed him how some were missing legs and explained that some had invisible injuries, too, he continued. Not because he asked, but because I wanted to tell him. Kids understand so much. And to see it through his eyes was amazing because it's so unfiltered and honest. To grow up in a better world, Prince Harry replied. To grow up in a fairer world, a safer world, a more equal world. It's not going to be easy, but I will never, ever, ever rest until I as a parent have at least tried to make the world a better place for them. Because it is our responsibility that the world is the way that it is now. I don't think we should be bringing children into the world unless we are going to make that commitment to make it better for them. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.